What's up, friends? Jeff here with episode number 48 of Going Direct. We're loading this on Monday, so happy Monday, everyone. It is a really busy time around the Panini headquarters, per usual, with the NFL season kicking off last weekend. Awesome games. We also have, we are neck deep into World Cup season. I know match play is like 2 months away, but we have tons going on around the World Cup sticker album. So you've probably seen people posting about it online. We have a ton going on, and we're getting messages from all over the globe about this. People are trying to figure out where it's released, which is most major retailers at this point in time, your Targets, your Walmarts, your CVS, your Walgreens, and then also some hobby outlets like Dave & Adams and Blowout and Steel City. We have lists on our social media. I'll try and get that up again here soon so you can check it out. But if it's not at your local drugstore or Target, Walmart, it will be soon. We have tons on the release calendar for September. So last week we put out Donruss Elite Football. We put out Panini Black Basketball, which is an online exclusive, very cool product. And we also put out the inaugural WWE NXT product, which, as I understand it, NXT is kind of like the early ranks of WWE. So you're getting a lot of the rookies, if you will, for WWE. So a lot of first cards for some of those superstars. Very cool. I'm also excited about our interview this week. Last weekend was the Dallas Card Show. We had a chance to chat with our buddy, Jay Moslehi, who you know from Mojo Sports Cards. Jay is awesome, positive influence in the hobby. You probably follow his vlog. If not, you've seen him somewhere on social media. He's a great guy. I was excited to have him at the Panini headquarters for a little while to chat with him. So let's cut to that now and see what Jay has to say.
El Jefe.
What's up, guys? I am here with a man you've seen before. Obviously, you probably follow him on social media, let's be honest. Jay, I'm going to try to get your last name correct.
Oh, this is a challenge.
Jay Moslehi.
Dude, you got it.
Boom! Oh, I've been working on that for a couple of days, dude.
Right,
welcome to Dallas.
Thank you, man.
You just got in from New York. You've been traveling like crazy.
Just came from New York, wearing the jersey, Mets, and straight off the plane to here. Not bad, right?
Not bad at all, man. You have some stories coming out of New York, but you're not technically a Mets fan.
I'm not a Mets fan. They gave me the branded jersey.
We got it. Mojo Sports Mets jersey. Yeah. That's pretty tight, man.
So they gave me the custom, so I've been repping. I'm a California kid at heart, though.
Will you ever go to a Mets game and have the same experience? Like, the bar has been set so high now.
Dude, I was like 2 feet away from Clayton Kershaw, and like couldn't ask him for an autograph, but I just listening to the talking and just being around the environment of that, it was crazy. It's different. I feel like games are different for me now.
I would imagine. I mean, seeing the Mets the way you saw it is not like most people's experience going to that field, but it's still cool, man. It's awesome. Makes for good content.
Great content.
Well, but technically you're here for the Dallas Card Show. How many Dallas Card Shows have you been to at this point in time?
I think I've only skipped the Dallas Card Show. I actually think there's one every time, and it's the July Dallas Card Show. A lot of people don't go. It's because it's about 2 weeks before the National.
Okay.
And everyone just wants to gear down.
So and it's also 110 degrees here in Texas at that point in time. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's 116 back in California right now.
Oh, that's
Parents
true.
are losing their minds.
Well, okay, so you're here, you're setting up, but you're also capturing content for your show. Talk to us, man. I love the show. Mojo Sports Cards is the name of the show, right?
Mojo Sports, yeah.
Or just Mojo Sports. How did the show start?
Yeah, so the Dallas Card Show in Dallas.
It started here.
So, yeah, I mean, I was kind of blogging. I was Mojo Autographs. I chased autographs for a couple years, or since the beginning, and I rebranded. I got an office in Sacramento, and I was like, man, we need to do something. And I still have the sticky note with the original design. And I was like, we got to rebrand because we've always been Mojo. But came to the Dallas Card Show in January and had an iPhone and a little GoPro. And actually, M Chief Sports Cards, I've known him for man, since we started, and I met him for the first time at the show, and I said, do you want to record for me a couple clips? I think there's something here. Because we saw people spending 6K figures on cards, and I even sold my personal Giannis card for 3K, the base Prism, from pulling it from a Prism 2013-14 for $2.99 at Target. But I filmed, we put the video up, it hit 20,000 views in one night, and nobody had cameras. We were the only people that filmed. And we put it up, and everyone was just like, we got to go to the Dallas Card Show. Like, during COVID, too. And I came home from that trip, and I was like, I need to get a better camera. So I was like, I bought that camera, and the camera's my baby, man. Taking that thing everywhere, and we didn't look back.
Well, so and that's something I think people would be interested to know. So you shoot a lot of it yourself. Like, if it's not handheld, man, you got it on a tripod, but you set it up. You don't have like a videographer following you everywhere.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll have a videographer. It depends. Like the National, I personally need a videographer because it's just so much going on.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
For the most part, I always wanted people to just get that we just turn the camera on and whatever happens is raw and it's going to happen. And I do a lot of vlogger perspective, and then we have a tripod. But yeah, it's just myself and like an editor. I hired Shane, and that's it right now.
That's incredible, man. You've built a really impressive show, and you know I'm a fan, and I've been watching your content. We've been connected on social media for a while, but I just like your style of content. It's very positive. It's very sincere, and I think that's what gravitates people towards your content and you as an individual, is because they can relate. You're a card guy. You're an autograph collector. How long have you been collecting cards?
Man, 2011.
Okay.
2011 and
Boogie Cousins?
DeMarcus Cousins, yeah, that was crazy. That was his rookie year. So yeah, 2011. It's crazy.
And how did you get into being an autograph collector? Or were you already an autograph collector?
So base cards, we talked about this a little bit at dinner or at lunch. Like base cards, people and rookies, people really didn't care about them in 2010-11. But like I told you, like I'd open season update basketball, Tracy Hackler or someone would reveal it. Was it in this room?
Yeah.
I'm filming here. I can't.
Yes, you are.
I'm shocked. Anyway, man, the season update, like I'll be honest, it was a based out product. He had guys like Roy Hibbert in there and JJ Redick and Eric Gordon, and like I could get them signed. And those guys would sign the cards for me. Hard sign them before the game or at the team hotel. And I was just like, okay, like if I could open season update for, it was $35 a box, $40 a box at my LCS. It was so cheap.
Think about, man.
Now it's like super expensive, but the boxes were like 4 mem, and then you get like a Samuel Dallenberg auto or something. Like, I'm just being honest.
Pretty accurate.
The value wasn't great, but I knew I could get the autographs on those cards, and I would top load them, and like that was cool. There was more to value to the box to me because I could get them all signed, and that was a big appeal for me.
I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. I always think it's fun to get a pack pulled autograph, but there's something so special about in-person autographs, or even through the mail like that. That's really cool. I love that. And you were like putting a lot of work into seeking these autographs, like figuring out events that these players or athletes would be at, and engaging them and convincing them like, hey, give me a minute of your time and sign this. Yeah. That's cool, man. That's not easy to do for everybody.
Yeah, when I met Kobe, I'll never forget, I met Kobe April 26th of 2012. I remember the date. I cried when I met him because he was a big deal. He sat out that game, and like the fact that he sat out meant like he could actually sign because he wasn't really thinking about. They had already made the playoffs, and I made a sign for him, and it said "King of Basketball" every day. And Kobe was a great guy, man. Every time I see Kobe, you've seen me. I talk about the Kobe's.
He's all over in our.
He meant so much to me, even though he was a rival of the Kings. I loved Kobe. And I had that sign. I was a junior in high school, and the security guard's like, all right, Kobe's gonna come out and sign. Just please, everybody be calm. There's 4 of us. And it was kind of rare for Kobe to sign on a game day. He comes over, and I just start crying. He was gonna sign the sign, but I had like a photo of him, so I had him sign the photo, and I was like crying. He put his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, "Hey man, it's all right, man. Nice to meet you." And then that was it. I was just like, "Oh my gosh, dude!" And
incredible.
I still have it.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah, he made a mark on a lot of people. I mean, even at our company, a lot of people talk the same way. Like, incredible human being. So I think it's pretty amazing. Anybody that follows you on social media sees you traveling all over the country. It's like a different card show each week. You're hustling. You got a bunch of stuff going on, man. where does that work ethic come from? You seem to be a really hard worker. Like, you're doing fun stuff, but it's still like it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, my dad, man, I talked about my dad's one of the hardest workers I know. He came to this country when he was 18 from the Middle East and he ended up getting an engineering degree from Chico State, but he had to provide for his family, so he ended up opening a donut shop bakery. And then, you know, I got to work there.
Yeah.
I would work there in my summers, you know, when I didn't have football camp, and I would work. And, you know, one thing I always say is passion. You know, I talked about that with Derek Jeter yesterday, about passion. I said, you know, passion and persistence. And I picked up on that from him, so I brought it up as a topic.
We're going to have to talk more about that because you can't just drop in.
I can't drop Derek Jeter.
I talked to
like
Derek
that.
Jeter yesterday. We'll get back to that.
I can't even believe I'm saying that.
We'll cover more of that, but continue.
But so passion and persistence, man, like if you're like, and Kobe and Jordan stood by this, if you're passionate about something, you'll go to the end of the earth to master it. And I think that's what we're doing here. We're just capturing content and telling a story that it's not just my story, it's our story. And like, when people are involved in that, and like they can come up to me, and like I get people all the time. I got people writing handwritten letters. My dad said there's 50 packages at the house right now sent to our PO box, and I read the letters when I come home, and I read some of them, and it touches my heart, you know. I didn't realize, like, not only am I, you know, inspiring people, but I'm able to help people with my platform.
Yeah, I believe that. I would imagine you get people telling you help them through hard times, you know, they relate to you, and this was perfect timing for whatever. But like telling honest, true, sincere stories will do that. It will touch people, and that's something we talked about a lot at the National during our content creator panel, was that like the hobby content has evolved so much over the past decade, whereas it was at one point in time just about showing, hey, this is a card I have, cut, or this is a package I got, film that, cut, to here's why I'm doing this. These are people that are meaningful in my life. This is why this is important to me. Like real honest, meaningful storytelling, like your show, like your series. And I always appreciate that you get into personal anecdotes and just reasoning why these things are important to you, because I think those are connection points for the audience, and that's important.
Yeah, I mean, look, I always tell people this. At the end of the day, I'm Mojo to them, but I'm also Jay. I'm a human being.
Wait, your name's not Mojo? Okay, I'm sorry. No, please continue, Jay.
No, I love that. That's amazing. No, that's funny you bring that up, because like a lot of people, like they do realize like I am a human being, and there's times I don't want to be on camera, man.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I gotta live life. Like I gotta tap into what I still like. You know, I like going to a ball game where I don't have to film anything, or like I open a box of Panini in the middle of the night, or I organize my 5-row of DeMarcus Cousins and like all my PC stuff. And like I'm also I do have anxiety. I do have a lot of fear. Like I go through things. I'm a human being.
You are.
And that's the one thing I always stress on the channel, is I'm a human being first, Mojo second.
You met Derek Jeter yesterday. Let's talk. Not every day you can say that.
Derek Jeter in a suite yesterday at like 9 p.m.
Please continue.
And then I went to bed. Yeah. I mean, shoot. Yeah.
How did you end up hanging out with Derek Jeter all day?
Yeah, so there's a company called Arena Club, and you know, I'm partnering up with them on a couple things.
Okay.
I'm just kind of doing a couple promotions and just checking them out. I sent some cards with them, and I was in New York during that time, and you know, shout out to my friend Warren and the CEO Brian Lee. They invited me for a chance to interview Jeter and talk to him about, you know, not just their brand, but to really just talk about sports cards and life and his dad and things like that. And it was just super amazing.
Was he a cool guy?
Derek Jeter was an amazing person. He's just down to earth, very like interested in like he listens to you, and then he gives feedback. And I got to open some boxes with him. I actually got him to sign the box.
Gosh,
like
that's so cool.
But yeah, it's just like, it's crazy. To me, it still hasn't even set in that I like filmed with him. Like it was just like, that was one of the guys that like I looked up to, or like a guy that like I'd be intimidated to even ask his autograph for. And it was
you dropped that in very matter-of-factly a few minutes ago, and I'm like, you must still be riding the Derek Jeter wave, because that's wild, man. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, so that was the Arena Club launch. They're a new grading company, and just tapped into that. So it was a really cool opportunity that I was in New York for the Mets, and it worked out perfect.
Man, what a wild ride. So you were, like we said, you just came in from New York. We're here in Dallas. You live in Northern California. Like what is what is the goal for all this travel? Is this just become like a way of life for you, going from show to show, or is there a goal for all this?
Yeah, so like I'm 28 years old. I don't have kids.
Yeah.
I don't have a wife. I get to do this.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like that, I mean, I think if I had children and I had some other factors,
Sure, it would change
it'd be a
things for
lot
sure.
tougher. But I think where I'm at right now, I always say the sky's the limit. You know, it's bigger than cards for me. You know, we're reaching out to people and we're trying to make connections and telling a story here. And through each city I go in, there's always like that light bulb moment. Like I just told you in New York, like I feel so inspired right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going back to every time I go back to California, I come back with something different.
I think travel is one of those ways to. It's a beautiful way to learn about life. Is seeing life in different areas of the world, but. I mean, even like in our hobby, you learn so much going to different shows. Do you have a favorite show? You've probably been to like every big show in the country.
I think Dallas Card Show for me, man, is just it feels like home because it was the first big card show, and like we all come here. It's like a family. You know, we all do the same thing, man. All of us. Some of us decide to record. Some of us decide to. You know, invest a little bit higher. Or I always say there's three people in this community. There's the collector, there's the flipper, and there's the investor. I'm all three. I've done all three, and it's okay to be all three. And I think like to that point, that's what the Dallas Card Show is. It's like a mix of like that community, and like all of us are like. One thing we always end up doing is we all go out to dinner, or we'll be in a trade now and be like, man, where were you at 5 years ago? Or we'll tap in and we'll ask each other. And like most of the guys were in college or they're doing this and now they have 6-figure collections, or they're like they have a business for themselves. They're an established brand. Like either you made a bunch of friends, you established a business, or like, you know, you just enjoyed the hobby. Like, so Dallas Card Show is where it happens. Like I'm charged up to go in there today.
And you set up at a lot of shows, correct?
Yes. So it's funny. Originally, we were people knew us as the walk around. And then I set up in Miami one day. Someone left their table behind, so I set up in Miami. I'll never forget this because I'd never set up as a dealer. Set up in Miami at the Courtside Card Show, and then I was just like, I don't know, I think I made like a couple grand, and I was like, what the heck? Like, why didn't I do this before? And I was like, all these people started like. The crazy thing when people knew who we were wasn't like now it's still a lot different, but when it first happened, I was like, people know our brand, like it's kind of interesting, so let's set up at shows. And like Miami set me up, got me fired up to set up at shows, because setting up at shows, here's why I like it. One, the cards are coming to you from a card perspective.
Sure.
If we're talking about cards, the cards are coming to you, people know where to find you. You know, that's where, you know, kids can open boxes with us, or like, you know, families can come around, or fans of the channel can come say what's up. They know I'm set up. And if they know that I'm a central location, because when I'm walking around, most people, I get this feedback, they say, we don't want to bother you while you're filming. And I always tell people like, sometimes when my cameramen record, they're like, dude, we got to get the content, like, but everyone wants to talk. So like, I always think like people gave me their time, so my give back is to give them my time.
Yeah.
But when we're set up, it's a lot easier for that to happen.
You were, and I mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again. You're such a positive dude, and that energy is contagious. Is this like an intentional switch you flip? Like, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna turn on like my game face, I'm gonna smile a lot, and I'm gonna be cool to everybody? Or is that just you? Are you always a happy-go-lucky guy?
Dude, I just live my life half glass full, man. I've been through a lot, man. And my family has gone through a lot. And I personally just like, you have one life to live, man. One day at a time. Like, you choose the life you want to live. If you want to put love and patience out there, you're going to get it back. And if people don't want to do that, it's okay too. But I personally I know that what I put out there is what I'm going to get back. And if I put out good vibes and good energy, it's going to come back. And if like I'm creating an environment for fun and for free for people.
Yeah.
Like that's important. It's not just important to me, it's important to them.
Yeah.
You know?
It's important to the hobby too.
I will say, man, like, you know, like now, like there are the times when I'm like, I am burnt out. after the National, I was burnt out from people. And
we all were.
I'm an extrovert, and I was just like, I went to Joshua Tree and like isolated for like a week, and it was the best. But then I was like, I miss people again. I'm like, I'm ready to go to the next show, Burbank Card Show. Like, I'm ready. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd ever been as burnt out as I was after the National. So that was kind of scary because I was like,
I like that you gave yourself time to recharge, though. That's important, man.
yeah, that was cool. So it was awareness. But yeah, like at shows, like there is an on switch, but I think it's the environment. Like,
Yeah.
this is a perfect analogy. So, and a lot of people that watch this will understand this. You go to these shows and you're circling numbers and interactions like, yo, 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 yo. Your brain is getting stimulated. And then I always remember this. I go in the backyard in Sacramento by my parents' pool, and I sit out there and like nothing. There's nothing. And it's like kind of weird because these shows are so stimulating.
Yeah.
Everyone's fired up.
So much going on. Yeah.
Everyone's fired up. It's the environment we're in. Everyone's fired up. Everybody can win
Yeah.
in the card community. Whether it's the getting you the Grail card for your collection, selling the big card, or whatever, hitting the jackpot, or just going to the show you've never been to. Like, everyone has a personal goal. If you don't have the goal, then I don't know what to say, but you should have a goal.
Well, I mean, your energy is infectious. Like we collaborated on a couple of things, and I loved the content that came out of it with just like a box giveaway or product giveaway randomly to a young collector, and like what I told you, and I remember the conversation vividly, was that you were like, so what's the goal out of this? I'm like, dude, I don't know. Just be authentic, be yourself. And like the phrase "good vibes only" came out of my mouth, and I'm like, that's it. That's how we're gonna collaborate, and we're both gonna meet in the middle and have an idea, like a loose idea, and as long as everybody has fun, it's gonna make for great content, and that's what we'll do. So, and since then, anytime I think of Jay in my head, you are a good vibes only, Jay.
Good vibes only with a little caution emoji.
Exactly, man. So, speaking of content, you've been doing a ton with Whatnot lately. Can you talk about what's going on there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's been going on for a while, but
yeah, man, I've been doing a ton of stuff with Whatnot. Whatnot for me is, I love the idea of a live selling platform, because the most tedious thing to do is to come home, pull out your phone, and list 1972 tops. Okay, let's see. Should we make it mint? What is it? What do we think it is? How much are we going to price it at? We got to do shipping. Whatnot is just the simple way for live selling. And like, look, dude, they're trailblazing this thing. Like, they're transcending it. And I'm a believer in the product. I've had a lot of fun with Whatnot, and I'm trying to work out some more things with them and collaborate with them, and hopefully we can work something out. But I love their platform just for the simplicity. Like, if we wanted to sell that box, we could sell it, and they can bid on it, and the money is like that. It goes from that account to your account, and then they take care of the shipping. They make the shipping very simple. So I'm a big believer in Whatnot. I've been a believer since the beginning, and I'll actually say this. The first time they came up to me, these two guys, Harrison and Binder, they came up to me at the Dallas Card Show, and they pitched the Whatnot, and I was like, what is this? It's like, I'm not interested. That's what I told them. And they came at me a month later, and they're like, we're trying to get you on Whatnot. What do you think? And I said, all right, I'll give it a go. And then I heavily got involved with them, so I like it. Look, there's going to be good eggs and bad eggs in each industry. Be the good egg, be the person, be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
Look at the people that have changed our country or changed baseball, Jackie Robinson. You got to stand up and be a leader.
Well, so what's next for Mojo Sports?
We're going to take over the world. Just kidding.
Just a little world domination.
No, that never comes out of my mouth. Man, I've been saying it, bigger than cards, man. We're tapping in right here. We're trying to go global. I'm taking some time to really, I've been journaling a lot, and I've been taking notes and going through New York. I went to some shops, not that weren't card shops, and I learned a lot. I'm picking ideas from other people, but we're just doing a lot of media, man, media and marketing. And I just know that I want it to be bigger than cards, and I'm tapping in, but I couldn't tell you exactly what we're gonna do yet not because it's a secret. It's
Yeah.
I have no clue.
It's still evolving.
It's still evolving. I need some more time. But that's what I said after the national. I said after the national we were gonna change dramatically. I knew I wanted to tap into that. So I think we're in the process. I mean, I spent 2 weeks in New York, so I mean, I took the leap there.
I mean, Derek Jeter's not your best friend.
I hope so.
Only cool things can come from that. Well, so we have a box. This is 2022 Donruss Elite Football. I say we open it.
Good, and it has my favorite player, and I'm friends with him.
Wait.
Go on my Instagram.
How? Okay, so talk to us about being friends with Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, I would almost say it's like it came from autograph collecting, and he would see me and I would watch him golf, and I always respected him, but like he's not like big into the whole signing autographs thing, and I always liked Aaron Rodgers as a player, and I wasn't just going, hey, can I have your autograph? I would go watch him golf and I'd say, oh, nice hit, and like I would say, like, I was just polite, I was just like, hey man, like I would love to get you to sign my jersey or my photo. Like, I'm a kid from Sacramento. I know you grew up in Chico. My dad went to Chico State, and he never forgot me. He knew I was like a little persistent.
Yeah.
A couple like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, each year
he recognizes you.
He recognized me, gave me a hug. Like, he's very misunderstood. He's a great person, man.
Dude, I just heard Aaron Rodgers on Joe Rogan podcast, and I like him way. I mean, that's the beauty of podcasts. You get a long form conversation with someone versus like a quick 60-second interview that they have on TV. Like you get to learn about the person. He seemed like way more interesting than I would have ever guessed, but like a deep, like kind soul.
Well spoken.
Yeah, certainly well spoken.
He's an amazing person. He's my favorite player. I personally collect his cards, and I started that the past 9 months. But I had been getting his autograph, and like I got the Topps Chrome rookie.
Yeah,
like that was crazy. So
huge.
It's a big card.
Well, dude, then he's on every pack we're opening here. So
pull an autograph
good
from
luck.
him. I'm gonna run through the.
I wish you luck. We'll tap packs. Well, you don't take my pack. You've already got one more than.
Is this a thing?
It is now. I was gonna wish you luck.
I thought you were giving it to him. Like,
so last time I'm gonna do that, man. That did not work out well. Okay.
All right,
dude. Have you haven't opened this yet? It literally just came out. I have opened one box. Oh wow. Hold on.
There we go.
Hold on. Add it. Okay. So you remember what I told you about showing cards?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. You first.
Wait, you first.
No.
This is what when Jeter and I broke. You know what we did?
You didn't tap packs,
There was
obviously.
one card in the box, and he opened it. I was like, "You going first?" And then he said, "All right." And then he showed me, and then I went, and I was like, "Oh, it's a hometown kid or whatever." And then it was cool.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, I'll go.
No, go ahead.
All right. Derrick Henry at a $3.99.
Oh.
Can you beat that?
Yes.
Oh snap!
I got a Kenny Pickett. This is it looks like a gold parallel. I think it's gold, red and gold. It's at a $3.99.
You got me.
One of the bigger rookies in this set. What do you think about this draft class, man? Because obviously in football, the hobby is very much into quarterbacks, and you could even say only offensive players. But do you think there's ever any room for like a defensive standout? Because when I started collecting, I'm a little bit older than you. But back in the late 80s, when I was collecting football cards, 1989 Pro Set shout out, we were looking for like Derek Thomas, the linebacker from the Chiefs, was huge. He was one of the hits in that set. And I feel like, I don't know, like Ronnie Lott is a big deal. Lawrence Taylor is a big deal. From the 80s, like it seemed like people were more interested and more open to collecting big defensive guys. And since then, it's kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that?
I've noticed, so wide receivers are kind of a thing. Jamar Chase, like that.
Jamar Chase is big, yeah.
That wasn't really a thing, because even like Julio Jones was so good.
Yeah.
His prices weren't that great. Like,
yeah, my day was Michael Irvin, and Jerry Rice obviously is one of the most collected football players ever. These cards, I forgot what this insert's called.
Oh, I got a hit.
Is dope.
Oh, we're here.
What'd you pull?
We're here.
Whoa, okay, show.
Boom. Micah Parsons jersey card.
So yeah, but you're right.
So the wide
Jamar
receivers,
Chase he may have started a thing.
So the guy that I think started was DK Metcalf. I mean, his prices are not that high anymore, but dude,
Yeah.
when they were high, he was like $300 for a contender's rookie out of a wide receiver. What?
What do you think it's going to take for people to collect those like skill positions outside of quarterback?
Flash and flair, marketability.
Marketability?
I mean,
Okay.
like, I think Jamar Chase just
TJ
balled out.
Watt. He did. Yeah.
Ooh, this is sick. I'm a Raider fan, so
What do we have?
Devontae Adams, gold out of 75.
Very nice.
That's cool.
Have you opened Elite before?
I think I opened it like a couple times.
So Elite, I want to say the big hit is typically Pen Pals. It's an autograph set that they have all rookies
On card.
in it. On card, correct. And this year they have variations of Pen Pal autos, so different colored ink. I want to say we have like 3 different colored ink, but I would love to pull a Pen Pals. Najee Harris, who I'm representing Scott Prusha with this pull because Scott he has 2 guys he always pulls, and Najee Harris is one of them.
I remember, you know who this guy was everyone used to pull him, Bilal Powell. He played for the Jets. Listen, if you collected during that year, you know what I'm talking about. Maud Gardner.
I like these Playmaker and seriously, that's real nice. Aaron Donald.
Is this the set where they have the spellbounds, where the letters?
Yes, correct.
I completed
Correct.
I completed both Brady's.
Oh, really?
Off the record, it was
Dope.
It was a cool little just like quest.
Wait, so who all, we know you collect DeMarcus Cousins. I'm guessing you collect Aaron Rodgers since he's, a buddy of yours that you've talked to many times. Who else do you collect? Do you collect Brady?
Devin Lloyd. I don't collect Devin Lloyd.
I was like, odd, but okay.
That was so dramatic. Devin Lloyd. Yeah, so man, I love the Sacramento Kings, DeMarcus, Aaron Rodgers, Blaze Jordan. He's big into collecting.
Jordan,
I've been
okay.
talking with him.
Yeah.
Oh, you pulled an auto.
Yeah. So I wasn't gonna butcher this guy's last name, but
try.
Eric. Oh, you want to have a go at it?
Eric Zukanma. That's
Nailed it.
Did
Yeah,
I?
I couldn't have done that well.
No way. There's
Yeah,
no
that was
way.
great. That was great. Oh man.
But yeah,
Keontae Ingram. I can out of $3.99. That looks like a red ice.
so I pick up like I have a lot of PC. Like I have been buying goats. I love buying Tiger Woods and Wayne Gretzky.
Smart move, yeah. Well, you can't go wrong with Gretzky.
Gretzky's super cheap.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods though for me is like a buy most of the time.
How cool are these cards, by the way? The playing card.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. This is Mark Andrews' Elite deck.
But yeah, I collect a variety of stuff. Michael Warren II out of $9.99. The Raiders. Who else? San Francisco Giants.
Okay. So you collect Raiders even though they're in Vegas now.
Yeah, I watched the Raiders.
Won't they forever
Jamarcus
be the
Russell.
Oakland Raiders? They will in my mind.
100%.
Growing up as a Chiefs fan, the Raiders were obviously bitter rivals, but I love that rivalry. In fact, most Chiefs fans would be embarrassed to know that I own a Raiders helmet, but only because I can put it next to the Chiefs helmet because I grew up with that rivalry and just love it. Nothing is more fun to watch than a great rivalry,
That's what I'm saying.
right? I mean,
Look at the Bills and Chiefs last year. That was such a good game.
yes.
The game last night was crazy too.
I didn't watch it, but I heard.
Josh Allen went off.
Jalen Naylor, this is out of 99. That looks like a purple, not ice, but I'm not sure which parallel that is, but it's good looking.
Here we go. Talking about the Bills. James Cook. I feel like the Bills have had a lot of running backs. Devin Singletary, Zach Moss. What happened to all
Start
these
out with Thurman Thomas. I mean, I always go back to 89.
Well, I was just talking about just in recent
Oh,
times. If we're
recent,
talking
yeah.
in general, then yeah, like they've
Yeah,
had,
yeah.
they've had some.
Do you think they'll ever win a Super Bowl?
The Bills?
Yeah. I mean, they could.
I think they
With their current.
Josh Allen's so good.
Yeah,
dude.
he's a great leader.
He's legit.
Isaiah Spiller, rookie elitist.
Whoa, Tom Brady. What?
I've heard of her.
Oh, I thought it was a one of one.
Well-
I was gonna sprint through the store. Or sprint through the store.
Dude, I want to see that.
What is it? Tell me.
Let's see. Oh, so this is the elitist, but these are like the portrait version, which It's beautiful. I mean, that's artwork, right?
I mean, you should have like a mini museum. Can you imagine like a mini museum in your house? With
Yeah,
those?
that is. Because I pulled an elitist. That was the rookie elitist. So it's, look at the portrait is way cooler.
Dude, I feel like there should be like a 1 of 1.
I think you have something coming in these packs.
I hope so.
Actually, I'm not going to predict that because then if it happens, they're going to be like,
you were out of packs?
See, Jeff knows what's in these packs. I'm out of packs. Now I blow through them, dude.
Jeez, all
Kind
right.
of open packs as a profession these days.
This is a pretty easy rip. Like the middle card's always the...
It is. It's fun. Well, there are some packs will have double parallels or 2 numbered cards in them, but
This product was always very affordable.
it is. This is
an
collector friendly.
For an entry level product that's like a not prestige.
So important to have those products. Those are sort of products I grew up on. So
I'm
yes,
telling you, this is better than like
100%.
a prestige 2013. Like I personally prefer Elite
Yeah,
just
cool.
because the cards look cool.
Pierre Strong Jr. Is that
It's
numbered?
another running back. Come on, I have Ramondre Stevenson cards. Can't be pulling these now.
There you go.
I bought his gold auto prism.
Really? How do you decide who to PC? Are you
Well, that's not a PC. That was just like a play to see.
Okay.
Like, I thought they were gonna trade Damian Harris.
got it? Oh, got it.
That's speculation.
Built to flip. Yeah.
Oh snap! We got
Here we go.
hit.
Here we go.
All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna. I want to make it dramatic, but I don't.
Well, no reason to slow roll it because we.
You guys do your own.
I mean, they're seeing it right now, right?
Are they?
Are you slow rolling it for us?
Yeah, I was gonna slow up. This is.
I see. I see what you're doing. Yeah, heck
Okay.
yeah. Do it.
I don't know what it is. Cameraman, what do you think? Are you smiling? Is it? All right. Tyler, what do you think? They're putting thumbs.
Oh no.
Oh, Jalen Tolbert auto.
Whoa! It is a Pen Pals though. That's awesome.
It's an on.
Hey, it's a cowboy, man. That's a hit in this office.
That's sick.
That's cool. You see, you pulled the Pen Pals out of the last pack.
But like, we just pulled the Cowboys. Like,
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. This box was destined to be open in Dallas.
cool.
Dude, okay, so I got a quick question to ask you that I ask every guest on the show. And it's random, but it's close to my heart. Where do you believe the 2018-19 Prism Black 1 of 1 Luka Doncic is today? Do you think it's in a box, in a case, on a shelf, in some warehouse collecting dust? Do you think it's in some monster super collector's collection and they don't have Instagram so they don't care if anybody knows if they have it? Or do you think it's maybe lost in someone's box? They blew past it and it was stuck to another card, or they didn't know the black border was a big deal and it just got tossed aside. Where do you think that is?
I think it's at your local card shop.
You just think it's...
Whatever your local card shop is, go buy it. That's such good marketing. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I do the interviewer in me.
Yeah.
Could somebody pull that card and you don't know about it, or do you know? Like, will it pop up on a radar if the box is sold?
No, that card is not marked with a box, so that wouldn't
I'm
happen.
not saying anybody would know.
The
I'm
only
just
way
saying,
we
like,
would know
how
is
could you find out?
if you and I also found out because it was made public.
So I don't want to treat this like the lottery, but I know you. Have you ever seen in the lottery like when people disguise themselves when they're going to sign the paperwork because they don't want people to like follow them around?
Yeah.
So this is a funny.
Do you think somebody pulled it and they just don't want to say anything?
has Panini dealt with someone pulling the biggest card? I feel like that's.
I've only been here 8 months. I haven't heard any stories like that because I would be blabbing about that. If they,
I'd be losing my mind.
yeah, of
but-
course. Because that's probably a $4 or $5 million card. I would have to guess. He had one go for what, 4.8, and that was a 1 of 1, which was a very special card. I think the Black Prism would hit that or somewhere close.
I think it could.
So, dude, if you have it, you got to tell us right now. Tell the camera.
Guys, the results are in.
They call you Mojo for a reason.
I'm not the owner.
Dang it. Okay, well, we tried. Jay, thank you for your time. Man, this is awesome. I hope you come into town all the time, so you got to just stop by more often. We should make this a regular thing.
I would love to come.
Of course we'll have you. You're about to say if we'll have you. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, whenever, man.
Yes,
Open door policy.
I love it. That's what I like to hear.
Thank you, brother. Have a great show, dude.
Yep.
Safe travels. tell the folks here how they can find you.
You guys can find me. These are our handles. I'm telling you right now, this is what we got. So we got Mojo Sports on YouTube, or Mojo Autographs on Instagram, Mojo Sports LLC on Twitter. I'm gonna go through the whole run through.
Let's let
TikTok,
them know.
Mojo Sports LLC, whatnot, Mojo Sports. My phone number is. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Your address is.
I know, right? Subscribe, follow, hit me up. If you ever see me at a show, Jeff can attest to this. Come say what's up. Tell me what your favorite card is or your favorite player. And
He is very accessible. He will not Julia Roberts you and say, "Don't look me in the eyes," or "I don't want to talk to people I don't know."
yeah, tell me what your
or talk to my handler. It's nothing like that. Jay is very approachable.
Yeah, so yeah, come say what's up. Follow me. Subscribe on our YouTube. We're almost to 30K. We'd love to have your guys' subscription. It helps us a lot.
My guy, good to see you. Thanks for coming through.
Yep.
See you guys. All right, there you have it. Jay's an awesome guy. Very positive presence in the hobby. It's infectious. If you haven't checked him out, make sure to check out Mojo Sports Cards on social media and on YouTube. And that's all we have, man. But we're going to be putting out another episode this week on Friday, so stay tuned for that. All right, see you guys soon.